Hey, what's going on, everybody? Jose Hernandez here with Mastering Conversational Chemistry. And today I want to talk to you about our other forms of communication that we can have with our customers within our businesses. Now, we all know the face-to-face interactions, the little chit-chats, which are great and they're awesome. But the truth is that we're busy. We can't always afford the 10 to 15 minutes extra that you start spending talking to customers because you have other things to do. So we need to make sure we're utilizing as many forms of communication as we can. Now, we are living in a technologically advanced world. That's the truth. 10 years ago, we didn't really have stuff like Facebook and Instagram and stuff like that, and we tend to do a lot of business communication through these platforms of social media. So we want to make sure that we're using all of our outlets to the best of our ability when it comes to communicating. Now, I deal with a lot of customers in dealing with proposals and bids and stuff like that. So something I love to do is I save all of my bids and my proposals, because when I get another one that's a similar bid, I already have it put together. I can tweak it a little bit and I can send it right away. Now, it shows a sense of organization because customers are saying, wow, we just met an hour ago and you're already sending me a proposal. It shows that you're organized and you're prepared. And that's the idea of communication. You want to do this as much as you can to be proactive versus reactive, because then you're taking your time and customers are wondering what's going on and you're seem rushed. So you want to try to be as proactive as possible. You can't always be proactive. Things are going to come up, things are going to happen, you're going to have to react. But the more things you can be ready for, the faster you can react for them in the long run. So email's a great tool. I like to set up my emails and kind of prepare myself for the next day, for the weeks ahead, stuff like that. Also, I can convey messages to customers without having to get on the phone, because then a 3-second email can turn into a 10-minute conversation on the phone because other things get caught up, and I don't have time for that right now. So I send emails out to customers. There's a deadline coming up. We're behind on this. We're ahead of schedule on this. Just kind of giving an update, being proactive, because then now they don't have questions as to what's going on. They already know because I'm sending the information up front, and I can continue off my day and work at the other activities that I need to do. So when you're going to communicate with your customers, use everything you have to your advantages. Text messages are great because it goes straight to their cell phone. Most people have their cell phones in their hand. Emails go straight to their cell phones because most people have their emails connected. Facebook and Instagram, if you're connecting with customers via these platforms, use the communication to your advantage, because it's going to save you in not having to get into the face-to-face time with somebody that you can spend doing other things. Now, I love the conversations. I've kind of pride myself on my chit chats with my customers because building that relationship goes a long way. But at the end of the day, we have businesses to run, and communication can't take up all of our time. We get the information to who we need to get it to and move on to the next task, because if not, you're going to drown yourself in rushing and being pulled behind because you're spending too much time talking. So you have to find that balance and that happy medium when you're communicating with people, and use your other forms of communication to your advantage. Computers, they take a lot of our work away from us. We don't have to be on the phone all day anymore. We don't have to rush out to meet with the customer all the time just to give an update, because we have the technology that people didn't really use a lot 20, 30 years ago. The internet hasn't been around as long as people think. So you want to use all the opportunities that we are given today to our advantage to communicate better and more effectively with our customers. Again, be proactive. Send out emails before things get out of hand so people know what's going on. Send out emails if you're ahead of schedule, or if you're behind schedule because something got delayed in delivery for a product or something. Just make sure you're communicating with your customers and keeping them in the loop to where they can just check an email, look at a text message and say, hey, this was going on. All right, good. Now I don't need to worry about that, and move on, because you don't always have to stop what you're doing to make the phone call, or stop what you're doing to drive out to meet with the customer to let them know what's going on. So when you're communicating with your customers, use technology to your advantage. I know that a lot of people say that technology is taking our communication skills away, but in fact, it can actually be used as a very strong tool to help us communicate better. So use it to your advantage. Don't get stuck and be one of those people that's like a zombie and you're just staring at your phone all the time. Use it to your advantage in your business so that you can communicate with your customers and keep on your day with what you got to do. All right, guys, that's your tip for today. Utilize your communication that you can electronically with your customers. Be proactive versus reactive. So send out information that you can to help you save time. Save your documents that you're going to use for the next potential customer as well, because it saves you time and it makes you seem more organized. It makes you come across more confident when they're saying, wow, they got this to me that fast. They must really know what they're doing. All right, guys, use all of the technology you have to your advantage to make your life a little bit better. All right, guys, that is your tip for today. So do me a favor, like the video, comment on it, share it with your friends. I look forward to seeing you in the next one.